plus the tomb which is in, of course, in Srinagar. Now you will see in the document which they made it, they don't let anyone go in now. They put a fence all around. This is what in the interview is. Even the footprints of Jesus are covered now with some red, cloth, piece of cloth. And they say, hey, we don't permit anyone. So BBC people, they could not go there. Even they could not enter in there. Where I was not inside, I was exactly inside.
You was in
all
there
the way.
cleaning the windows.
Yeah. They let me go all the way in. Now that person who's Amin Diksha, who was the president, he's saying, hey, we are not going to let them take any DNA. It will be discouraging to that person. Now they have, brainwashed. They don't let anyone come and have, because he himself told me that before me, few months before me, there was a group of BBC and they have the drilling machine, plus with the cameras, right? And they, of course, they used 2 or 3 times. Then they came to know the grave is not straight; it's like a lead. Then they did the other side, and then the machine was broken. Then they tried to fix it. He said they kept working on it, that machine, for 2-3 days. It didn't work, so they left. So that person, Amin Diksha, says, oh, we are not going to let anyone. We are not going to let. He said, who says it's Jesus? It's not a Jesus. He was a Muslim who came from Egypt. He's making his own history. And when he came to this area, he liked the climate, and he stayed there, and he died. Anyway, that is personal story. There is no evidence. There is no proof from the history, not at all. But there is no doubt about it that time will prove that is nobody but Jesus. Again, then let's go back. Jalna apna Maryama, that we made Ibn Maryam, son of Mary, and his mother. Wa wenahuma, we gave shelter to both of them. You can discuss with your Muslim brothers. You tell me the meanings of awa, which means shelter, when they were in need of shelter. There is another story mentioned, but that is not proof at all. They say the Herod, while Jesus was baby, right? The Herod is killing all the sons of Israelites. So Joseph, right, stepfather, take him away, otherwise Herod is going to kill him. But historically, Herod was not living at that time. He had already died 4 years before. So historically, the whole story is not correct. So anyway, there is proof that he did went to Egypt. Then his whole life, from that small young age up to that, is totally in shadow. They don't know. Now those who know that, they found some evidences that Jesus been in India. They have the point that the time from his age of 12 to 30, which is almost 18 years, right? That is possible that Jesus been in India. Because they believe that after crucifixion, he ascended to heaven. So now my question is that how you can prove, being an Ahmadi, it's not possible before crucifixion. It should have been after crucifixion. What do you have in your hand? Yes, for this.
What do we have is, Allah says that that he protected them, and he let them go to a place of elevated place.
But you can't present this verse to the Christians.
Okay.
Christian point of view.
How do we prove to them
Yeah,
that he
if
went there
a
after?
Christian comes, you say, yes, okay, we accept that Jesus been in India, but the time of 18 years when he was totally disappeared, maybe he went to India. That's possible. Not after, because afterward he ascended to heaven. What is the sign? What is the argument you can have? Sir, it was not before, it should have been afterward. Then of course you can present verse. First you have to argue with them. Gee, first champion.
The thing is that Jesus was seen among his disciples 40 days, and he ate after crucifixion, and he ate fish and loaf of bread with them. So that is the proof that he was alive, and then he migrated. And they say that he went up the hill and then close comes and then disappeared, and that is how there. And the further thing is that Jesus himself said that beware, I will. He said, I have some more sheep. I have to go to them, and there will be one Lord and one herd. So if Jesus has not gone to towards that herd, his mission would not have been complete. At what time he has spent over there to meet them? This is the indication that he went migrated from there, and he didn't raise up to heaven.
Also, Jesus, I would say that too, he never spoke of being in that area to say that I've gone to this area in India and I've met some of my flock there.
Good. This is the correct answer. If Jesus, let me tell you, he got it. That's the correct answer. If Jesus been in India, he must have been talking about India. You know, if you spend 18 years in some area, at least you say a few words. He never spoke even a single sentence that, hey, I've been in India, they are better than you, or whatever, worse, or whatever. He did not say at all. So, if Jesus been there, it was not so easy to go. First of all, in that young age, how, that Joseph, a person like Joseph, who never believed in him, he traveled all the way taking this stepson, to that India. It was not that easy, that spending $300 flying with TWA flight. It was not possible. There should be some reason to go, especially unknown place. In those days, traveling was not so easy, going these mountains and all stuff, until you really have something in your mind. And Joseph was not one of the believers, and I don't think that he could have paid any attention to him. Let's go to India. Come on, he said. Hey, come on, sit down. What else? That's a good point. If Jesus had been there, he must have been talking. Very good. What else? Plus, second is that he says, I have not been sent, but to the lost sheep of house of Israel. He still considered them lost. He doesn't know where are they. Otherwise, he should not have said the lost sheep of house of Israel. Second part. Third is whatever he said it. That should be the last actually. He did say that, like, my mission is to go to the lost sheep. And he said, there is another sheep which is not of this fold. I must go to them. They will hear my voice. You don't, but they will. They will hear my voice, and there will be one shepherd and one sheep. So he did say, that. And that is fourth point actually, similarity between Jonas and Jesus too. Jonas, after the sign of belly of whale, when he been there 3 days and 3 nights, he goes back to the Ninevites, where he was actually assigned to go there. All of them accepted him. That is the only case which God has mentioned as an example. That, Swai illa qawmu Yunus. There was only one nation of Jonas, who accepted him. All of them together. So there is another similarity between Jesus and Jonas. As he mentioned that my sign will be similar to Jonas. Right? He been in the belly of whale. I will be in the heart of the earth for 3 days and 3 nights. Plus, he was hesitant to go to Ninevites. He was hesitant to go to the lost sheep of house of Israel. Both went after 3 days of suffering. So there is a similarity. Right? So, alright. So this is what we have it. Now tell them, look, your Bible doesn't say anything, but I can tell you what Holy Quran says. Holy Quran says that we gave shelter to both of them, to a place which has these qualities. And then you can mention Srinagar, and you can mention Murray.
How do you spell that place? Is it M-A-R-I?
Murray, actually, spelling is different. M-U-R-R-E-E. Murray. Because of our, it's like a language, dialect. Yes. So we can call it Mary.
Murray.
So Mary is changed to Murray.
Murray, okay.
So when was the name Murray given to that location? Do you know in history when that was given to the location?
Those people who are living there, they can't tell you any background because nothing is, but books are written there. If you go to Murray, I've been there, they have books on what the significance of this